friendships that we keep. I think it was the week of purity. I think I put something down in the notes about maintaining our motivation, our spiritual motivation. And one of the things was about the company that we keep. And it's so, what we need to remember, we carry the Spirit of God, yeah? And because we carry the Spirit of God, there is also a spirit of this world. So when you are around people who don't know God, who are carrying the Spirit of God, they are carrying a spirit. And we are spiritual beings by nature. So the more that you surround yourself with people who have a different spirit, their spirit is now trying to enter you. So if there is a cup of, imagine you're a cup of water and they're cups of, I don't know, Ribena, yeah? Every time you're around them, they're pouring Ribena, pouring Ribena, pouring Ribena, pouring Ribena. By the end of the day, you're now Ribena, yeah? So, but because all your water, you've just used it up. But when you now go home and you're praying and you're reading your Bible, you're now diluting that Ribena, diluting that Ribena, diluting that Ribena, till now you're back at water. But then you go back to school and you just become Ribena again. And until you realize that by doing that, it's like you're putting yourself in a cycle of going nowhere, because every effort that you're making is now just to cleanse yourself of all the crap and the trash that you've picked up from out in the world. So really attending to your spiritual growth is so, it's like you don't have any more like time and energy left, because all you're doing is living in a daily cycle of cleansing. Lord, clean me of all the stuff. So what the easier thing to do now is to actually remove the Ribena from your life and only have water around you. Because now every time you're hanging around water, every time they're dropping into you, they're just dropping more water, more water, more water. So when we come to things like this fellowship, this is a group of water. So anything that you're now being filled with is water. But you'll go back to school, or even when you finish this fellowship, you might watch whatever movies, or you might watch any TikTok or whatever, you're adding Ribena. And so you almost make the efforts of the water ineffective by constantly adding Ribena. And that's how we need to kind of like think about our lives as we kind of interact with this world. Jesus says we are in this world, but we are not of this world. So the minute that you are you're walking around with, you know, people with different spirits, just know, consciously just know in your head, these people are adding Ribena. And you might not feel the Ribena at the moment it's dripping into your cup. But like you said, you get to the end of the week now and you just find you're having all of these funny thoughts, or you're watching things you didn't watch before, or you find it more difficult to read your Bible. This is because you've spent the week being topped up with Ribena. So now by the end of it, it's like, now I feel different. Now that I'm trying to do water, I feel different, because there's more Ribena than there is water.